Delta-8 THC is a form of cannabis that can get you high. You can find the product at many neighborhood stores, but it can be dangerous, especially for children. Virginia's Attorney General is now cracking down on these so-called Delta-8 products. He's trying to get them off store shelves, especially products like these that resemble popular kinds of candy. WUSA 9 investigative reporter Nathan Baca is speaking to the parents, doctors, and cannabis growers on the front lines of this debate.
Morgan McCoy recalls the moment she almost lost her daughter last year.
I had a mom come out and say, "We think your daughter may have eaten a gummy." And I went in and my daughter was non-responsive. She was like a rag doll, basically.
McCoy says her 6-year-old found this bag left by a neighbor, a bag that looks like a legitimate snack item. Instead, the little girl ate one gummy with 50 milligrams of Delta-8 THC. Doctors say that amount of Delta-8 THC is meant for an adult, often with cancer.
The packaging itself shouldn't exist. That's like putting Clorox in a Capri Sun bottle.
This is not Cheetos and these aren't Doritos.
Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares warned the public about the potential dangers of Delta-8 THC, misleading packaging, and children.
Just this morning, a family friend reached out to me and said that her son was at King's Dominion and was offered what looked like gummy bears in the parking lot.
Delta-8 is made by taking naturally grown hemp, then chemically altering it to become a compound that can get you high. It's infused into products intended for adults. But now that it's made its way into copycat products, the Attorney General's office and the Agriculture Commissioner sent out notices to cannabis producers of Delta-8 products. They interpret the Virginia Food and Drink Act as giving them the power to ban sales and hand out fines. This action comes after the Virginia legislature legalized sales of Delta-8 edibles.
So you feel you're kind of getting lumped in with these sort of products?
You are, because it looks like candy. I mean, it feels like Skittles.
Casey Honecker was one of many cannabis vendors at Richmond's Lucky Leaf Expo. He used to sell Delta-8 products. He says his adult customers like Delta-8's mellower pain relieving high. But he stopped selling the product in Virginia after the Attorney General's warning. We showed him fake candy lookalikes with Delta-8 THC. We bought them before the AG's ban at Virginia stores.
600 milligrams Delta-8, okay.
Is that a lot?
We were like, who's going to order $10,000?
Yeah, it's a lot, because number one, I can't distinguish the different ones in here, but let's say there's 10 pieces in here. For a new person to take 60 milligrams at one time, if it was actually had Delta-8 in it, we tell people to bite our 25 milligrams into 4 pieces. It would make you sick.
The CDC reports 140 Delta-8 THC hospitalizations nationwide from January 2021 to August of this year. 24 of them were children under 5. Virginia hospitals tell us they are noticing a slight upward trend in pediatric admissions for Delta-8 exposure.
Is Delta-8 dangerous?
Dangerous if I have a dose significant enough that can alter my mind and that can potentially do harm. So is it dangerous if I take a large enough amount? Yeah, it is.
Dr. Christopher Holsteg leads the University of Virginia's Poison Control Center.
Is it possible that Delta-8 can kill children if it's taken in too large of a dose?
They're sedate to the point of having problems breathing where they have to go to the intensive care unit. Their vital signs can be off, meaning their blood pressure can be very low.
Federal law offers a little regulation on Delta-8, leaving states to make up their own laws. McCoy now champions efforts like her native Florida, regulating how Delta-8 is labeled, hoping to prevent a near tragedy from happening to other families.
It is all very plain. There is easily spottable warning signs that it is THC. It is not appealing to children. It is plain white and black.
Virginia food safety inspectors say they've done nearly 1,600 visits to stores since July 1st looking for Delta-8 products. Now, we also talked with people who say Delta-8 edibles have made an enormous difference in pain relief. Their story is coming up next week right here on WUSA 9.